Okay, here also we are going to discuss the while second example. Previously we have done with do. Suppose if you copy this one, adjust as per our understanding so that you will get some clarity first of all. Fundamentally, you are clear. So first declarations, then operation, then output. Yes. Clear? So declaration, then operation, then printing or output. Structured programming language is ABAP. Yes, we are writing. But we'll go with a what exactly data keyword is used to declare variables. Basics. Length, strl, string. These three are three variables. Length is declared with type I with value 0. strl is another variable with value 0. String is a belongs to type C with length 30 and its value is test space string. Okay. Yes. So I hope you are familiar with under no confusion at declarations part. Even the printing part also very simple. Write statement strl length of the string because I have already introduced these strings. That's why we are able to. What is strlen? It is just string function to find out the length of that. Right. If you want to write this expression, the target variable you have to declare it. strl is a target variable to hold the length of the string value. So length obviously comes into a digits or numbers. That's why it should be declared with integer also. I already given this example. This is second example, but that is my example. This is SAP example. So at least because this is the how you have to explore the SAP examples. No confusion. You take it into our control. You align it as per our this thing. Go with our basics point of view. Yes. Right. Now, this part we have to analyze now. What exactly? Slowly you try to understand it. First, while followed by what did I say? Some comparison, okay, some expression, condition. Next, end while. So, in between, right statement is there. Right statement, and moreover, length. We are getting say psi index value also, shift also. So it seems like simple program, but to understand it, lot of knowledge required. Lot of knowledge required to analyze this code. It looks like a simple. The output is ready, program execution is ready, but don't go with a blind. We have to index value captured into length, and we are going to print here the length value as length of the string. Okay, yes, length of the string as a psi index value itself is assigned to the length variable. Length is declared with initial value 0. Okay, and moreover, even you don't write also with value 0 not required because integer initial value 0 by initial value. You no need value. You want to write one or other than 0, that is addition is required. That's okay. Even value 0 they mentioned. Shift also, how the shift happens. We will check it out in the debugger. Yes. Now, yes, how this prints. Go to debug. So once you are able to debug this, see it went to some other code. This is not my code. Actually, my intention is I want to debug my program. It went to some built-in program. So sometimes it goes like that. You have to return F7, click on return once. Okay, it came to another program. This is also I don't want to debug it. Return. Now we reach to AVK program. We are into my program. So that return I'll introduce it later. No worries. Just you see, if sometimes control goes here and there, you can return that standard built-in program too. To take the control to our program, we'll use written. So now we have always go with length double click 0, strl double click 0, string 30, it is test string. Okay, these three are clear. Now we will explore where is the cursor. Cursor at line 9. Go to next step. It will directly goes to the executable statement. These are all declarative statements. Forget executable. So what is this expression is executable statement. So string length test stay. What is that? Test is a 4 letters. You have to consider what space also take it into consideration. So 4 plus space equals to 5. 5 string. This is how many characters? 6. So 6, 7, 7 plus 4, total 11. Because so strl value going to be 11. String length result is 11. True. Now string. What is string not equals to space? This I already introduced. Equals to you can write eq. Not equals to you can write ne. So this is a comparison expression. String. What is string? Test string. Test string is not equals to space. Yes, it is true because it is holding some value. This is not a space. That's why it is true. So it goes inside. Yes. It is printing. Yes. So the string value as, yes, this is your string 1. String 1 as a T. Because why it is printing T is in the test string, in bracket we are writing only 1. Because generally I have not introduced this bracket. I introduced it in under U line. That is a kind of offset. Yes, we want to print this variable of first character value, first position value is this. Because it is type C, that's why we have to call it as first place value or first position value. We are printing as T first. Then after that index is 1 and the length is going to be, length is 0. This index 1 is going to assign to length 1. That will happen in this. Then shift string. Shift string is just like, so shift string is this original value is shifted towards left because left side first character shifted. So the first position E came, T gone. Next iteration, come here. Yes, it is not equals to space is true. So it is printing E value now. First character is E. Okay, it is printing. So its index value is 2. Length become 2. Again shift. Shift with additions I already introduced. What are all the additions? Shift by left deleting, right deleting. Shift with left mode, right mode, circular mode. Shift with positions also you can, how many positions you want to shift it. Shift at position. So these are all, but if you don't have any addition, shift string operation already introduced to you. If you go back and refer to my string operations program, by default is one place shifts. By default is left side, it will shift. So in the test string, each iteration, one character or one place, one position value is shifting towards left side. So that's why the result is E gets shifted, S comes into now. So S is the current available. So this will only print one character value. Yes, one character value. Okay. Next iteration, index value incremented, shift T. Next iteration, yes. Here it is. This is not equal to space is true. Yes, okay. It is printing T. Next. It is 4, okay. Now it is space here. So now what will happen? So here not equals to space. Yes, it is printing Okay, space here. It is printing space here. Okay, because this is overall comparison. This is not character by character comparison, right? That's why this is true. Okay, okay. Here it is. Current value is space. It is printing space. Next, yes comes. Next iteration T. Next iteration R. Next iteration. Hmm. You have to see these values are shifting towards left. So that's why it is printing R. Next iteration I. Next iteration N. Next iteration G. Finally, finally, last iteration, the G also printing over. Then shift everything come to space now because the test string is shifted towards left. All characters are shifted. Now nothing is there to compare. At that time, this comparison is going to fail. Yes, it came out. Okay, not equals to space. Okay, yes, then out. It is going to write finally. Yes, this statement and final end result F8. Yes, this is the result. So it is test moving to the next positions and printing. So because you know strlen and length and all it is printing. Okay, so to understand it, yes, you have to know the basic fundamental rule is this data. Suppose name type C, value Ravi. Suppose just generic example, known example, because you write your own example. If you write name, it will print everything. Okay, yes, it is printing R because the length was not mentioned. Yes, so now print because simplified example 4. Okay, right. Now, if you want to go to the right statement, okay, some uline or skip statement, write name of bracket 1. So that is, it will print R only. Yes, you can check it out. First position value it will print. This is the way it is working. So if you want to print a second value, so skip write name 2 because characters are left justified. Values are always begins from left. So first two letters we are printing R and A. Yes, hope you guys understand it. So this way you can build to further levels. That is bracket is the followed by variable followed by length. That is kind of offset length, which how many characters you want to print it. So here it is skip give blank line, wait. So this is the way RAVI. If you don't write anything in the bracket, what happens? It will print all. This is also another explore. But what is the rule? Yes, this is I already covered. Yes, if you go to this is your what is the syntax for this? Write statement. Because you have to know the. I'm writing sometimes in editor, sometimes in notepad. Please take care because we have to go in a write. Write is the syntax. Okay, write is a keyword. Mm, Write is a keyword. Then write followed by the variable name. That is your data object name. This is already known syntax. But what is the next extended syntax is you can give your offset length. So the offset length also is offset len. Okay, bracket. Yes, that's what this one. So what is the basic rule of offset? This is the variable. Name is a variable here. Yes. When we give, you cannot, you are not allowed to give gap here. Yes, this is wrong. Okay, next. Inside. Inside also, it's okay. You have to give, yes, if you try this way, we will see. So immediate, this is giving error. So, okay, name. Yes. So you have to give this length immediately and open bracket, close bracket. These are all normal brackets. Okay. Yes, these rules you have to follow. Yes. What is the error? This error is something on where is unknown. That's okay. Right. Got it. So how many positions, how many place values you want to print it? You can print this approach. So if you want to same write statement, you can keep it in the loop. It will automatically print 4 times. This approach can be done by loop also. Repeated write statement can be written only one write statement, but only this. This is what happening here. So string of one, that is current left side, left justification, first character. First time it was printed as T, second time E, next time yes, yes, etc. etc. Okay, yes. So shift is moving this way. Okay, that is the place. Okay. Next, we have to go to. Yes, someone have question.
Sir, line number 26, can you explain one more time?
26.
Yes.
26 is that the same one already known example. Go back. This is 26 line because okay, I took my own variables, but here it is SAP variables. So strl is a variable with integer type. Okay, initial value 0. So what is the purpose of this variable is to hold the result of string length. Okay, this expression result always right to left. So strlen is a string function. This is already introduced in the my notes. Yes, okay. So immediate bracket, you have to here also if you give space, that is wrong again. Immediate bracket and give the data object and space close bracket. Yes, this approach. Yes. So that's what. Yes, a lot of thoughts and whatever thought comes, you can explore by your own example. Because advantage of SAP example is they will cover one example, lot of concepts covers in single example. That's why finally we will explore the SAP examples also. That's all. Then next another 30 minutes time, I'm going to introduce a small topic that is yes. So with this almost loop related explore termination. This is already explained here. Continue check statement already I gave these examples and as well as exit also. Okay. Yes, this is some other. So we are moving towards next topic. So loops are over. Hmm. Next topic is small working with date and time calculations. Yes. Date and time calculations. Small topic. So it's very easy to understand, but very important in interview and project both. Yes. So we are already aware of that. What is our basic knowledge? SAP standard date format is YYYYMMDD. Correct? Yes. So what is date first of all? Date is a uh, date is a fixed length. Date is a fixed length and elementary data type. Yes. Yes. Why it is fixed length is yes. It is it consists of fixed six not six eight places. Eight places. Yes. So now already I we have tested this in the program format versus output format. What is the difference? In program, we have to write in YYYYMMDD, but in output, it is going to print in reverse. You remember this? DDMM YYYY, date, month, year. Okay, yes. Now, one more thing is side datum. What is side datum? Side datum is a system feed which provides the mm, current application server data. Because application server date, today's date, current means today's date. Yes. So, because mostly it is today's date, but application server, how it is configured and all accordingly. Because where is our application server? We don't know because we are only because we are accessing the server. The server physical location we don't know. It can be within India, then we'll get the same time zone, same time and date. If it is other countries, yes, depends on the time and all daylight differs, right? So different date, we'll get the date. Yes. Because mostly in the globalization we are working with different projects, so that's why considered that wantedly explicitly wherever my server physically resides accordingly how it is configured accordingly it gives the date. Okay, now yes we can these are all this topic is already repeated story because I'm keep on repeating so that it comes into memory for, for the, so we can perform mm, operations or calculations using same date and a time. Yes, both. Yes. How do we do that? So using yes by reading the values. Okay, using offset length into target variables. Okay. Yes, this is the way this statement got lot of meaning. Slowly you will understand. Wait. Okay, we can read. Yes, how do we read it? Because if you go to this approach, like if you want to read DD, suppose DD, if you want to read it, you can go with the date variable plus 6 of 2. This is the approach. If you want to read value outside, date is the variable plus is the symbol 4 of next immediate 2 consecutive 2 characters 2 places 2 position value 4 of 2. Then if you come to YYYY, now date is the variable plus 0 of 4. Yes. So that means what we understand is this YYYY 4 letters then next then DD, right? So if you write it, this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, then this is 5 and 6 and this is 7, 8 is DD, correct? Overall 8 characters, 8 places. But if you want to read this last, what exactly the syntax here is? Syntax goes this way. Syntax is, you can bring a, yes, this is your target variable which holds the result value. Then this is the field name or variable name, not a problem. Then plus is the symbol, immediately plus. Then after that, now how we read offset length is, this is 6. What is 6 here? 6 is a, um, 1 second. 6 is a column position. A column position, then open bracket, close bracket, between offset length. Yes, this is the overall expression. Okay, so but no confusions with example through, you will come to know. Yes, all this stuff. So if you, when it comes to offset length, we are coming from left side. So if you go to left side, what happens? I want to read the last two digit value, character value, two. That is, you can write. So this is the some kind of variable. This is the variable name. Plus is the symbol, and 6. You have to place the cursor on sixth column position. Read immediate consecutive two places value. That is 2. You will get DD value outside. Okay, 6 of 2 meaning is what? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the place column position. 6 followed by next 2. Okay, we are reading out. That's what. Then value you want to read it. You have to go for 4 of 2. 4 of 2 means come from left side. First for 1, 2, 3, 4. Place the cursor column position on 4. The next consecutive 2 places value is 2. 4 of 2 value you can read it. Then I want to read year value. Year value is, so place the position on 0. 0 means cursor is waiting here. 0 followed by next continuous 4 places value is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why you will get YY here. Okay. Yes, this is theory, but example through only you will understand this, even this theory also, because all are into. mm, okay, quickly we will write test program for this. Mm, okay, because time being, I continue in this working with int and the time calculations, right? So you also develop the this start writing comments. Otherwise, confusion. You have to go practice in a with clear understanding manner, and immediately, if you are using the same program, make sure that rest of the code, everything except report statement, everything must be commented. Then only you will get appropriate explore R&D result. Otherwise, confusions, right? So now I will go to data, no confusion. So there is a GV date. What is GV date? GV date is global variable date, type D. Type D, right? This is what D means, date, type D. Correct? So declaration of variable is over. GV date. GV date equals to, I want to print the value. I want to print the value. We will take date example goes like this. YYYY. This is year, month, 12th month, then 31st date. Okay, I am taking this example first because first exactly this is the format. Go to next. Right step. Simple declaration, assigning, printing. Is there anything new to you? Nothing. So first basics wise we will go. Execute, it is giving 31129999. But actually we are habituated to write in a separator format. Separators through only you will come to know. Separators you want to get it. How do you get separators? You have to declare it by using DATS. DATS is a data element so that you will copy the template. You will get yes, date separate, month separate, year separate. This looks nice. That is your kind of user's format, user entry format. So you have to observe that the here YYYYMMDD, this is a program format. When you print it, output is reverse. Reverse means yeah, DD MMYYYY with separator dot. That dot came because of the DATS. DATS, here it is. Yes, 8. But when it comes to a here, it is 8 plus 2. Output is 10 because that separator. See, date format is this. Internally, SAP store this format. But why the output is 8 plus 2, 10? Because when we add separator after DD, after MM, it becomes 8 plus 2, 10. Right. That's okay. U line because for underline. Now we want to print date. I am going to use one more. Hmm. Yes, data colon. Okay, you have what is that DT something like that. Okay, GV underscore DT type C. Okay, type C length 2 GV underscore MON month type C length 2 GV underscore YEAR year type C length 4. You have to know this. Okay, no confusions. Now GV date equals to GV date is the target variable with length. Yes. Now what exactly my expression? Yes, this is my source variable. GV date. Okay, DT different, GV date different. Want only two separate names. Okay, you have to be more plus 6 of 2. Yes, that's it. 6 of 2. Okay, yes, you everywhere you can check it out. So here, if you want to print write statement, GV date value, that means simply date is GV DT, not date. Okay, yes. Mm. Okay, right. Come to next level. GV month equals to GV date plus 4 of bracket 2. Right. Hmm? Right. Month is GVMON. Some variable name. Okay, next. GV next year equals to GV date plus 0 of 4. Right. Colon year because I cannot copy paste also, but initially, first initial programs must be typed in front of you. I am typing these programs already previous batch code I can copy paste and explain so that within 3 months we can close this code course. But that is not the approach. For learners point of view, we have to go in a detailed way only. Yes, so here this I will write it as because why I gave skip because to give output clarity, because in program clarity, output clarity, both are important. Program clarity for developers point of view, output clarity is for users point of view. Yes, now you can observe that this is the source value 31129999. We bifurcate. We are reading the value date separate, month separate, year separate, year separate. Yes, got it? Yes. So this is your uh, approach. Yes, I read it and printed it or not. Yes, done. So if you want to play with this, you can go with a yes. What are the fundamental rule? Any doubt? I hope till here I introduced three line statement, underline Another three variables I declared it. Three target variables I declared it. Uh, what is that three target variables? Because date is 2 digits, that's why length 2. Month is 2 digits, length 2. Year is 4 digit, length 4. Right. I think so. Declarations are also clear for you. Only these expressions, you are familiar with write and skip statements, no worries. Only this expression you have to understand first. So that's what I said. This is the result holding value, the target value. It is declared accordingly because I am expecting 2 digits value. That's why it is declared accordingly to hold the value equals to. Then this is your variable or data object. Yes, data object. Then when you get this offset length calculations, plus is used here. But plus before and after you should not give space. Of course, plus is a operator I said as per arithmetic operations point of view. But here it is offset calculations point of view. There is no space before and after of plus. If you provide space, that is error over here. You have to understand this way. Okay, in arithmetic calculations, space plus before and after space. Right, then plus followed by what is this 6? This is actually the column position where you want to keep the cursor column position. Yes, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your column position, cursor position or column position. Yes, then 6 you keep it. The next after 6, yes, after plus space error, after 6 space error, after 2 space error. Yes, this is also error. So it should be, it must be. Yes, if you go back to my syntax, this is the variable, this is the field name or data object name to find out the to read the values. Plus must be there, and this is the current column position. Why I mentioned in angle brackets? Because it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because that's what the column positions. Then the offset length, immediate bracket. Offset length also it could be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is value can be any value angle bracket. Okay. Overall square bracket. Square bracket is a part of the syntax. That expression will be written in this way. These are all these type of calculations called as offset length. This is there in the C language also. Everywhere we are using this. So you have to adapt this syntax. Okay, clear? Yes. Now, uh, yes. Going forward, yes, you can go to debugger once. Hmm. Because debugger gives best way of explanation. Hmm. Come here, GV date, it is nil zeros. Go to GV date value. Yes, that is the value, the way you enter, same value it is holding. But when it is writing, it is, yes. So, right. The advantage of debugger is that when the program ends, finally it is going to the out of this debugger. Because doesn't remain right statement means this value it is maintaining in a kind of local buffer. That buffer value will be printed final output. Yes, U line also the same sequence. Now GV date, GV month, GV means global variables. Okay, so if you look at this data type, hmm, D, C, C, C. This is 8 C of 2, C of 2 character data types 2, 2, 4. Right. Now, yes, this expression result, you will get the GVDT. 6 of 2, 31, you will capture it. That's what 31 we got it because of the 6 of 2. So we are printing skip provided one blank line. Now come to here 4 of 2. So what is that 4 of 2 means? Left justification 4, then followed by read the next immediate 2. That's what 4 of 2. So that's why GV month after this expression system crosses this line 355 line, GV month value will get filled as 12. Check, it is 12. Okay. Next, so skip. Hmm? Yes. Now hmm, go to the date. Date is 0 of 4. So where is 0? 0 means we are placing cursor here. The next immediate 4. That is 9999. You will get it here. Correct? So we are just reading the value from the source variable. That is one variable values reading into another 3 bifurcation of 3 separate variables. We are okay, done. This is over. We are printing this way. But once you got these values into your control, we can play with whatever the way you want it. I can tell you because it is not funny thing. It is a kind of in this all these things are useful in your project point of view. I am going to add this way concatenate GV date space GV month space GV year hmm, sorry one second GV year yes into where is the target variable? Target variable is again GV date only. We'll take no GV date. So separated by yes. Hmm, fine. Like we so the problem because it is taking 8 positions only. Right, I understand the issue because so no worries. We will go to data colon something. We will go to yes kind of one one type carbon that is type C indirectly length 10. So why we have to write length 10 also? So capture into GV date 1, print into GV date 1. That's it. So you will get value. So this is what you have to. This is first variable, next three variables value. This is new another last variable because default date separator is what? SAP follows date separator as a dot, correct? But we want to go for mm, we want to go for new separator as a yes this one. You want to go with new separators. You want to change the separators. How you can change the separator? Yes, this is we concatenate. But again, why I mentioned it length as 10? Because you want to print including separated by. Because you want to print without separated by 8 is enough normally. But I want to print this slash after date, after month, after year. See, if you want to go for much more clarity, we can write this approach also. If you are confused, yes, this approach into, but that is just like extending the code again and again. At least this way is okay. So what you are concatenating variable 1, variable 2, variable 3 into target variable. Target variable separated by see whatever the special symbol you give it here. Somebody write hyphen dash. So dash some date for separator. You will get dash here. Yes. Above, below, you can see the comparison U line of everything. Got it? Otherwise, slash or some special symbols, whatever you want to, that is up to you. Okay? You can keep it. This is your one of the example. Hope you guys understand it. But I we will go in a another type of explorer with date and time calculations. That is, yes, we will. I am going to show you one more example. Okay, but that's what listening of 2 hours continuous session. I cannot wait. I have to introduce new things only, obviously. So you have to go in a yes date second example. Okay, second example for date calculations. So lot of variations. Once you are fundamentally clear, you can play with subject, whatever the way you can write it. So let's suppose we want to go for plus minus. This is also there. So first let us take this example. Date. Data. Data is the keyword. Date is the variable. No confusions. That is more important. Okay. GV underscore today. Wantedly will write it. Today type side datum. GV today equals to side datum. Right. GV. GV is the variable. Yes. So now 8/1/2026. What is that? Yes. What is today's date? Yeah, 8th January. Correct. Today's date. Right. So that is we are getting appropriate result. Yes. So this is one of the approach. Where is the value here? Where is the value? No. Yes, value is. So it is type followed by data type. This data type can be a predefined data type or you can write it as a structure component also. So that, yes, here it is automatically GV today. Yes, if you go to debugger once, debugger, go to desktop 3, yes, GV, click, this is the side item, value is this. So this is your GV today. It is going to print automatically with uh, separateness because that is the it is copying from the SC11 format. It is taking the output format with separators. Right? It's okay. Today's date printing. But I want to print. I want to go with some type of explore. I'm going to introduce uh, one more example. So yes, GV underscore. I'm writing DD type char2. This way also we can write it. GV underscore MM type char2. GV underscore YYYY type char4. This is more or less above below similar example. No worries. So you write type C length 2 okay or char2 directly. Char2 is a ready-made data element. Even you can make use of char4 is there. Ready-made data element. Which give 4 characters. So now we want to add yes this. What is that approach? First we will try to get similar model GVDD equals to GVDD equals to because that's what the topic is itself is called as date calculations. Calculation on date. Suppose we have this GV today. Copy this GV today. Again we go with the same format because we want to capture it. 6 of 2 will get what? 6 of 2. Then if you want to edit it, simply copy paste twice to speed up the code. But that's okay. You have to be more careful while editing. Yes, this is the variable. You can go for 4 of 2. Yes, this is 0 of 4. Correct? Hmm. But for this is your year. Hmm? Okay. Yes. Done. Okay, now what we can do is you want to increment or decrement also you can do it. Yes. So if you go to GVDD equals to GVDD plus 1. Okay. So similarly, 2 times. What next? Hmm? MM. Here MM. That is, I want to print next year, next month, next date. That's what future date I want to add it by plus 1. So year adding plus 1, what next? Month adding plus 1, next date adding plus 1. After that, what next? Error, any kind of error? Error was this. We have to be more careful. 4 letters. So plus 1. Okay, go to next. If you want to print next date. So data GVTOM date, something next date, simply next date. Okay, this is the variable. Okay, with char 10. Yes, char 10. If you want to print it, now you can go to concatenate GVDD GVMM, GV year into GV next date, separated by, hmm, you write something, hyphen. But right statement, GV next DT. Okay, yes. This is your another example. So you can just try to, because we have to have today and print U line here for separation. Finally output one right statement and another right statement. Simple. Okay, this generally as a standard approach, all declaration should be at the beginning. But what is my approach? As and when required, I am declaring and using. There itself declare it and use it. Here I added colon, but there is no comma. Still it is not giving error. Okay. So now it should be, it should give, yes, it is giving right value only. 26 added plus next year, 26 plus 1, 27. 01 is 1 after plus 1, 2, 8 after 9. Yes or no? We are getting future things or not? This is your future date. So we are just adding plus 1. So here, if you just check it out, this program in debug mode, because this type you can add a plus or so minus also. -1 means last month, last year, last date you can print it, or +2, +10, whatever. This is the way you can do lot of. Once you have the source value, get the value, bifurcate into 3 different variables, then after you can print it. Okay. Yes. So suppose you go to debug events. Mhm. So today onwards, you have to must practice. Yes, definitely every day practice is must. Otherwise, no. Attending 2 hours equal to lot of stuff we are covering, because it seems like simple only, but still in depth. I'm keep on introducing new things to you. That new things you have to adapt it. For that practice is must. Only the way this is, because this is not a science or social. It comes with repetitive practice. Only listening doesn't work. Practice 100% important. Okay, yes. Hmm? So this is already above example. Below example is same. Getting the only above is hard coded value 31 12 9999. This is I have not hard coded anywhere. I wantedly I bought today's date and again bifurcating that DD separate, MM separate, YY separate into 3 target variables. Okay. So you will get DD as 08, MM as 01, year as 2026. Correct? Yes. Now, yes. Go to +1. This is a variable. This expression already we have seen. Add 2, incrementing +1. But this is not an inside loop. If you add generally, it will increment only one time because interpreter based execution. So plus 1, it is going to add, yes. So here, because mm, char 2, okay, it is giving char 2 impact going this way. Yes, there is a lot of observation. Yes, this is your, this also value getting, yes, this way, because of the char 2 condense is happening space before space. This is obviously plus 1. Okay, yes, 9. We can also declare and check GVDD bracket 2 type C, bracket 2 type C, okay, bracket 4 type C. That also you can try out. This spaces will remain as it is. Okay, so coming to that, concatenate separated by hyphen and printed. So I declared overall today, next day. Okay, these three variables. Suppose, because interpreter based, level by level, always you have to declare it. If you want to use that variable, you have to declare it, use it after usage, that is after capturing values through the operation or expression. Finally, go to the next levels. If you observe that I am not declaring anything unwanted or unused variables, whatever required mandatory minimum, those things only I am declaring, using immediately. Yes. So going to next date, capturing it to next. This is separated by and as well as next date. It is char 10. Char 10 means it we can print with, it is actually 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is a space to print S0902 also there. Okay, so this is about your overall uh, date calculations example. So once you, I will give break here because further things may leads to confusions. Okay, we'll stop. Time calculations will have a separate topic.